Hello everybody, welcome to the first ever episode of the Friday Night Freak Show. I'm Owen Hardy and this is my colleague, Melon Mouth. Nobody likes you. Today we'll be discussing the new game that just came out
Battlefront.
Thursday, I think?
Yes, it came out
Star Wars
Thursday.
Battlefront. I believe
It's a
it came
very
out
nice
Thursday.
game.
Yeah. It's really cool. We've been doing some research for the show, of course. You probably can't see me, I'm sorry. And we've been doing some research, and it's a really cool game. Its ESRB rating is T. Of course, online interactions are not rated by them. It's made by EA, Star Wars, Lucasfilms, of course, DICE, which is marvelous because they do all the Battlefield games, and as you know, those games are brilliant.
Battlefield's my game.
Yeah, and a company called Uprise, which I've never heard of before. But
Yeah.
now I have. So, let's get right into it. It works on platforms PS4, Xbox One, and you can even get it for your PC. I'm trying to figure out how to turn on his tablet so we can get some more information.
Boy.
Thank you.
So,
See,
what I've heard is that,
if you want to go straight.
oh god, you can pilot an X-Wing, or a TIE Fighter, and also the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce anything today. Lewis, take the show.
So, you can use blasters, you can drive the speeders, and something I found really cool is you can pilot those...
The AT-ATs.
The AT-ATs.
Are we talking about the big ones? Like, four legs or two legs?
The two-legged ones, and I found that cool because in the other two Star Wars games,
you
The Force Unleashed, you could just fight them and they were a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but like
But
in
now you can drive them, and
Yeah.
that's just, we were watching some videos earlier, and we were watching them pilot, and they're so cool, and just like, I like the way the gun dynamic works.
Yes, true.
It reminds me a lot of Halo with the the way the sights work.
The Mantis too.
Yeah, and because how the guns, it's not really a sight, more as it's just like, you kind of have to shoot almost with no sights, and like, it's more, the sights are for medium range, and then of course if you have the sniper rifle, it's for long range. And all I've heard about this game is good reviews. Like, I was at my house earlier, we're at Melon's house, by the way.
Hello.
And I came into the room and I sat down and I turned on my Xbox. I was getting ready to play, and my brother's watching a gameplay on it, and it's just, these guys are just having fun. It's like they weren't really criticizing it, and I knew this guy, and he was gonna be late for work because he had just bought it and he did not want to put it down. And that tells you how good this game is.
Are you talking about dudes gaming?
No.
No. Oh.
But yeah, so.
Well, honestly, what I think is, I really like it, and honestly, it kind of resembles Battlefront 1, how you're allowed to drive the AT-ATs, but in Battlefront 2, you don't even drive the AT-ATs, like, there's no missions for it. Well, in Battlefront 3, it's marvelous. Lewis?
Yeah. And I like how what we saw was you could, I think it was the Hoth battle from episode 7?
No, episode
6.
5.
Episode 5. Return, no. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
Empire
haven't watched it
Strikes
in a while.
Boom.
And it's really cool because you get to play as all the characters. You get to play as
Stormtroopers,
Luke,
Leia, Luke, Darth Vader, the Emperor,
and Boba Fett, which is cool.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett you do, and
it's really cool because he has the jetpack. You even get to use his flamethrower, and that's really
his
cool.
missile, and his missiles, and you even get to fly the salvage, if you go into space, not in space. If you play the slave, if you play, what was it? Campaign? No, not campaign.
I think it's the story mode.
Yeah, story mode, but it's not really a story mode. Basically, what you do is you kind of just play it with a friend or play it by yourself, and you get to test out weapons, and ships, anything you want to.
I'm probably understanding this wrong, but I think you can share your unlocks with your friends.
Yes.
I'm probably reading that wrong, but
no, I saw it on video. You get to share your unlocks with friends. If you're playing on the same system, or if you're playing online, you get to share it with your friends, no matter what. Sharing is caring. Sharing, no one.
Okay, so I believe you can play on Hoth, Endor, Tatooine, and a new planet that I've never heard of, Celeste, which is cool. And once again, it's made by DICE, which is great because you know how good the Battlefield games are.
You know what I really don't get is that Halo, or not Halo 2, Battlefront 2, kind of has more planets than Battlefront 3. That's the only thing.
I think it's more, they're trying to limit it down, and there's really cool game types in it as well, which is cool, because there's of course the game types for all you guys out there who like the close distance, and there's
That's first person
more
and third person.
Yeah, you can go back and forth between first and third, which is always cool, because that's a neat aspect, because if you wanna,
it's kind of like GTA, but you don't get to drive cars and all that. You get to go first person and third person, but remember,
and it's rated T, not M.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
It's more kid friendly.
Yeah, because a lot more kids are starting to like Star Wars.
Yeah, it's good because it's such a Star Wars is a huge franchise considering Disney.
It's my favorite movie.
They are great movies. The latest 3 they made were kind of weird. Like Phantom Menace, that was good. That kind of tied some ends and made things make a bit more sense. But Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith were kind of confusing, and it was more just.
Yeah, but no, what I really don't get is that the 4th, 5th, and 6th came before, like the 4th, 5th, and 6th came before the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Well, they weren't originally titled that. It was just that's the way George Lucas had them come out, and then he decided, oh, I'm gonna go confuse people and do it this way.
Yeah, but then like the story gets messed up because before Stormtroopers, there were clones that were fighting on the Republic, and then after the Sith, as an Emperor Palpatine decided to take them down in Order number 66, killed all the Jedis. But then what happened after that? They just put all the movies in a different order, and it just messes everyone up.
Yeah, when they showed Order 66 and which was it? Attack of the Clones. Yeah, it would have been Attack.
It's the 3rd one. Yes.
The 3rd one. So that's Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, and it's like maybe 10 clones can take out 1 Jedi, and I'm surprised the Jedi wasn't just like I force you, and just like did all that magic stuff.
True.
Yeah, and it's amazing that Star Wars went from these movies, and then just there's so many games now, and just like you get the ads on everything. It's like play Star Wars, Old Republic, and
honestly, I honestly like the Old Republic games. That's what I like.
Played them. They looked interesting.
It's on PC though. That's the only thing.
I think this kind of went from Battlefront to just Star Wars in general, which isn't a bad thing, of course. Like, we're here to talk about whatever we want and entertain you, because hey, it's our show.
Oh God.
Let's see what else we got for you guys. But it's always great when like something, and sometimes people are like, oh no, it's just another Star Wars thing and it's probably gonna flop, and this game looks amazing. Like there's so many game types, and I really like the gun aspect. I like how it's a lot like Halo.
True. Very true.
Mm.
How you can really, like, in Halo, you can aim through, if it doesn't have a scope or anything, you aim through Master Chief's mask.
Yeah.
But in Star Wars, you can actually aim through the
it seems like all the guns have a sight. It's just either they're medium distance or long distance, so it's not something you want to do if, like, hey, there's a guy right in front of me, you just kind of not use the sight, and just like you would an assault rifle in Halo.
Yeah.
Which is great. Oh, also there are training missions for, like, if say you're near to shooters, this is what they're mainly for. You go in, you can also play with your friends, which is awesome, because I don't think there are too many training missions, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that you can actually do with multiple people. I think it's just kind of something that they let you do on your own, because
in Halo they took that off.
Yeah, because it would be cool it's neat that they let you do that, because you can kind of do the training missions with your friends. So if your friend's new to it, you can kind of see how well you and your friend work together, and I think that's really cool. Mm-hmm. And in the obviously the training missions, you can try out whatever you want, say blasters. You can fly X-wings, and apparently play as Darth Vader.
Remember that video we watched? You could play as Lord Sidious too. You could play as him.
Really?
Yeah, you can. We were just watching that video.
That would be cool.
You can. But it's only on PC though.
That would be cool though, because then you kind of get the electric force thing going in there.
And also, I like to make an announcement. Guys, if you subscribe, me and Lewis next time we'll put a green screen on this wall for you.
And we'll edit things.
Yeah.
But we're not done. Don't think that's just us saying, hey,
yes.
Guess what, guys? We suck. We're done. Because I think we're only at like a minute.
No, a minute. A minute. No. 5, probably not.
5, at least. At most. But, and then, I think we're going to change the topic here to just Star Wars in general. Because I think we kind of went through Battlefront.
Little too fast. Little too fast.
Yeah, we didn't mean to. So we're just going to change it to Star Wars in general, and we can do that. And I think that will make it more interesting. And a thing I really liked about The Force Unleashed were there weren't too many boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, you could kind of do what you wanted with some of the Force physics.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I enjoyed was you never kind of... Once you picked someone up with the Force,
you can't.
It didn't run out, so it wasn't like, okay, you're out of Force. You drop them, like, your force bar would go down, but that wouldn't mean you drop them. So I would, like, take the stormtrooper, because I was rude, I was annoying like that, and I would hit them against the walls, and it was kind of morbid, because they would keep screaming, and I would just, like, bash them against the walls, electrocute them, and then throw them.
Yeah, but you know what I really liked about when I first played it on my DS? The only thing I really liked about it is that because I was a huge Star Wars fan when I was really little.
Oh, yeah.
Now, since my mom and dad let me watch more movies, because when I was little, I was active. So now that I watch a little bit more movies, Star Wars kind of went down, but it's still my favorite movie.
Yeah,
I love the Clone Wars, everything. But, like, the DS game, I didn't really like it at first because...
DS games are like that, or
they're a little too glitchy.
Anything that comes from console and they're like, hey, we should. No offense to Nintendo. Like,
yeah,
you're a great company.
You are a very good company. I appreciate it.
And anything that kind of goes from a console to a DS, like some of the Lego games, kind of look like they're incomplete and are glitchy. Yes.
Like when I started playing the Force, know how you said before that you had the Force bar, you never dropped someone. Yeah, once you had the Force bar, you dropped them. When it was done. Like then when I played it on my PS2, it started looking better. And then when I got it for my Xbox, it was awesome. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
So honestly, all I gotta say is the game's very nice. I really do like it.
It's amazing. Excuse me. How they went from just movies and they started there are even books now. Like if you go to your library and you're looking around in the science fantasy section, like this for example, no copyright intended, please don't ping us for copyright. We didn't mean any by it, but we're just trying to give examples. And there are even books, like actual novels, like the Halo novels you can get, and they're like that thick, and they're like go to your science fantasy section.
Or chapters.
Comment down below if you find Halo novels, because it's like there's so many. Or Star Wars, I mean.
Yeah. Like Halo if you're from Canada, we don't have that much comic books like USA and other countries.
Even there are stores that like have comic books on Star Wars, and it's just crazy. And how many action figures and. Yeah,
like I was in Walmart last night. They are going big time.
There's like
Star Wars sales.
Oh yeah, there's like this whole row in a Walmart.
Yeah, like it's the new topic, and then like
and
they have
there's this whole
now.
like aisle, and it's just devoted to Star Wars, and half the Star Wars stuff I'm just kind of looking at going.
Why didn't they have this when I was born?
I was just like I haven't followed with all the Star Wars Rebels, so I'm just kind of sitting like, what is that stuff?
And like how they have how Hasbro made up the new Nerf blasters for Star Wars. If you like to see photos, comment or subscribe and we'll get a green screen up here.
Yeah, anything you do to help us, like, comment, subscribe.
Don't dislike.
Don't dislike.
That doesn't help at all. Please don't dislike.
No. Every like we get, and every comment, every like, we put one piece of thing up. Like we start with the green screen. Every
subscriber we get, we'll put 2.
No, we'll put 4.
Yeah, we'll put 4.
And every dislike we get, we'll take 1 down.
Yep.
That sounds like a good idea.
It does. Subscribe, comment if you like this. Don't subscribe. Dislike if you don't like this.
Please don't dislike.
Please don't.
You're letting us down.
Alright. Taking up the topic, Lucas.
Star Wars in general, it came so far. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's come exceedingly far from just A New Hope to Star Wars is a household name. Star Wars is a household name. I don't think you could go to many people and say, Star Wars, do you know that? And they would say no. I think it's like, do you know what Star Wars is? Everyone would say, yeah, I basically know what that is, yeah.
You know what I have a feeling of? I have a feeling that your camera just died.
I don't think it did.
Oh, it's just the feeling I have.
It won't. But I used to not like Star Wars. I used to think it was dumb. When they first came out with Star Wars Angry Birds, I was like, no, that's stupid, that's ruining a great game. Then I played Lego Star Wars at my buddy's house. And I was like, oh, that's a fun game, I'm gonna get it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, said to my mom, even if you don't like Star Wars, it's still a fun game. And then I got into it. And then I watched the movies and I'm like, oh, this is sick. And then I got them all on VHS and
yeah.
It's a great franchise, and you know it's good when Disney buys it. You know it's a good franchise when Disney's like, hey, that's a good franchise. We need that.
Yeah, but then what would really suck to me? If in episode 7 they put Mickey Mouse in it.
Actually, you know what? That would be awesome if there was some kind of Mickey Mouse Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like, that would be amazing. Like, on one of the flags in the little corner, there was like the Mickey Mouse kind of... You guys know what I'm talking about, the iconic Mickey Mouse thing. It's just like the 3 black circles. That would be neat.
It'd kind of be freaky, though.
If that was like the Empire's symbol. Like the Mickey Mouse head.
Oh, geez.
Like with red eyes.
I think he just killed me.
I think I just ruined Mickey Mouse for everybody. Mickey Mouse.
What if a little kid was just a little boy was watching this night now, and what if he just started crying because of you?
I'm sorry.
Look what you've caused.
I'm sorry.
Look what you caused.
I'm sorry to that little boy.
I said what if. I didn't mean it.
If there's a little boy watching who is crying now, I'm sorry. I'm going to.
That's what you get for being a man. Alright, so back to the topic, even though I took it off like 5 times already. Took us off the topic like 5 times already.
That's good.
Alright, Lewis, you may continue. I'm not Lewis, Owen.
Oh, you didn't hear that.
And if you do, Lewis will hunt you down and find you. Owen will hunt you down and find you.
You know what my name is. Good for you. There are millions of me out there.
Just let you know, Lewis is not his real name. We just call him Lewis at school because he likes to be called Lewis. His real name will not be revealed till
That's just what
the end.
Call me.
Yeah. I call him Lewis because I'm his friend.
That's just what
and it's funny.
Call me. It's actually a very, very short name. It's
Louis.
It's very complicated. It's a very complex name, and it's just the short form for what people call me. Because I tell people what my real name is, and they're like, huh? And it's just like, just call me. But
they just
here you know me as Owen, so we can get off that topic.
And you know me as Melon Mouth.
Yeah, Melon Mouth. One day, like and comment if you want us to start a video one day with him having like melon in his mouth and just going with it.
Or we could just paint my mouth. Why?
Because that would be hilarious if you had like the melon.
How would I talk?
You wouldn't. You'd like eat it or spit it out, and it would just be like coming down his face. That'd be hilarious.
And also, if we get 200 subscribers, we will start a Melon Mouth and Owen Hardy's store.
We're gonna need way more than 200 subscribers.
Fine, 1,000. There. I nailed it.
Way more.
Fine. If there's more of you, tell your friends. They'll tell their friends. Tell all your friends.
Spread the word.
About our YouTube
Spread
channel.
the Friday Night Freak Show. I just had a great idea.
What's the idea?
Go on Twitter.
If you have it.
If you have it. Don't, if you're like 7 or like even 10 and you're watching this, don't ask your mom to sign up for Twitter. Just, internet's weird like that.
Just ask your friends.
Ask your friends. Like, if you have Twitter, if you do have Twitter, that's marvelous. We'll have a Twitter going sometime in the future. I'll make a video when we do. Use the hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag Friday Night Freak Show. Or if you want to be short, hashtag FN.
FNFS.
Friday Night Freak Show.
I
FN.
just said it.
FS. FNFS. I just made a fool of myself.
Yes.
You should all be laughing. Use that, or what have you.
What
And
have you?
And spread the word. It's a thing that people use.
What have you?
It just means like whatever
That's
you want,
not
pretty much.
that's not even proper grammar.
I don't care. They don't care. Do you guys care? Thumbs up, like, if you don't care how my grammar is. Yeah.
Oh.
Star Wars. So. You want to talk?
No. You can talk.
But back to Star Wars, because we just went off topic for like
a minute.
5 hours. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Sorry.
Thank you so much if you're still on.
Sorry if Lewis did this to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Owen is sorry. Now I'm talking like Yoda.
I said the word again.
I'm talking like Yoda. That brings us back to
Star Wars here.
Star Wars. Owen is sorry.
The first.
Or like Jar Jar Binks. You know how he talks?
Yeah.
Owen is sorry. That's like Yoda.
Jar Jar. Alright,
Owen is sorry. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa annoying as crap. Misa gonna kill you. Apparently that's how the new bad guy is in 7.
What?
I heard somewhere that it's like Jar Jar Binks is the new bad guy in 7.
No. Jar Jar Banks can't.
Thanks. How you make him evil is just...
He can't be evil. He's too funny and too. I don't want to.
They enhanced his brain.
Well, I don't want to be rude to all you Jar Jar Banks fans. I'm a fan of him too.
He's cool. He's funny.
He's cool and funny, but he can kind of be dumb sometimes and cause a lot of trouble.
Sometimes.
Like
Dumb all the time. Even the
like,
fans know that.
Honestly, he could have killed Qui-Gon Jinn. That's what I call him.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn. Or
Mouth needs to go. There's Star Wars encyclopedias, and I think that's what I'm gonna like get him one day. So
I'm sorry.
Study this hard, boy.
I know my Star Wars. I'm a huge fan of it. It's just when I was little, I called him Qui-Gon King Jinn.
Qui-Gon.
I call him
Now, Liam Neeson is gonna be watching this, and he's like,
who?
Liam Neeson, the guy who plays Qui-Gon Jinn, and he's gonna be like, I don't know who you are, Melon. I don't know where you are, but I will look for you. I will hunt you down. I will find you, and I will kill you.
He's dead.
Qui-Gon Jinn. Liam Neeson is not dead.
He's like 80-something years old.
He's like 50.
Oh.
Like he's in his 50s. He's not that old.
Oh, I thought he was.
Wow.
I thought he was old. Look at friggin' the guy who does Han Solo. Look at the guy who does
Harrison
Han Solo.
Ford? How old
He's
is he?
84.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's 84. And then the guy who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi is dead. And then the guy who played Count Dooku is dead. He was on a comic book I read.
Unfortunately.
And
he only passed away recently. He was 93.
he passed away 3 months ago. 3 months ago, actually.
Christopher Lee, who played Count Dooku. He played Count Dooku. He was in the Lord of the Rings, Saruman. He was a great actor. He served.
Yeah.
He was in the RAF. Royal Air Force, which is crazy, and
Yeah.
he was a brilliant actor.
Very brilliant.
Yeah, apparently I saw somewhere that Count Dooku wasn't supposed to be in the second one. It was supposed to be Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be evil. It's like there's all this stuff going around that Jar Jar Binks is supposed to be evil.
The funny thing is, they always say that one person's gonna be evil, and then like literally after, they're like, "Haha, we tricked you. He's evil.
Ah, fool! There's
I
this.
tricked you with my magic."
There's
sword."
this there was a rumor going around, I think, when the Phantom Menace came out, that Palpatine,
Phantom Menace. What's that?
episode 1, that
Fuck. Oh yeah. It is.
that Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine or Emperor Sidious or Lord Sidious.
His name's Emperor Palpatine till the Clone Wars
Yeah.
is done, and then his name's Lord Sidious.
There was a rumor going around that, because you know in Phantom Menace how Anakin didn't have a dad, right? And
His dad died.
His mom didn't want to say who the dad was. So maybe I think
That's for Emperor Palpatine.
I think that's who it is. I think that was who Emperor Palpatine was. He was
No.
Anakin's dad. That would be so
would be funny. But the funny thing is, he's like 67 years old by the time he's born.
What?
Do you see how the guy looks?
Yeah, I was like,
He's like 67 years old.
So?
He gets born. I'm more or less Mike.
that could have been a long time ago.
True.
I just noticed you have a headless zombie on your thing. Sorry.
Wow, you mean?
I like.
I went zombie hunting and I killed a zombie. He was.
He went total taken and he's like, I don't know who you are, zombie. I don't know where you are, but I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill
And
you.
I did find him.
And he decapitated him.
Yeah.
Now he's checking his phone because he's like,
Shut up. I had to check it.
yeah.
I'm sorry to all my viewers. I had to do that. I was just seeing my dad text me.
I just looked down at your dog and saw an Ewok, and I don't know why. It's like his dog was like had her back to me, and I just saw an Ewok.
Ugh, here's your magical Ewok.
This is an Ewok. It looks like an Ewok from the back. Trust me.
Here's your Ewok.
No, she'll freak out.
Yeah,
She
she'll
doesn't
attack
like
him.
me. She doesn't like me. Not
Are you an
that.
Ewok? Look at him, nice beady eyes.
She looks
She
so
will
chill.
find you.
She looks
She
so
is.
chill. And then it's like I went to pet
Go
her
on.
and she like completely wigged out. I think she's calmed down now. I think she's
Nah,
calm.
she ain't gonna be calm. She's
She
too
ain't
hyped.
never gonna be calm, son.
I gave her food, she's not gonna be calm.
Good.
The funny thing is, every time you feed her, she's not calm. You gotta leave her
I
alone
want
for a good
more.
hour.
I want more.
Alright, so Mr. Owen, what else is there to do before our nice,
I'm
lovely
looking.
likes and subscribers decide to dislike because of your face?
What's wrong with my face?
I don't know.
But it's because there were two Force Unleashed, right?
Yeah, number 1 and number 2. My favorite one was number 2 because how the first mission, how you're in like with Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's like, "Oh, you're now my apprentice." You just go all crazy on him, and like you just take off, and he's like, "Wait, come back."
I haven't played. I have the first Force Unleashed, and I like how
Which-
Star Killer.
Just
Star Killer? No, who it is?
Skylar.
Star Killer.
No, his
Wait.
name's Skylar.
Whatever his name is. If you know, tell us, because we don't know and we're dummies. But I like how he like goes good. He turns good and he's working with the Jedi's and stuff, and he kind of betrays Darth Vader and stuff.
Just like one question for the subscribers: if you were to tell them which game would be good for like Star Wars Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2, which one would you prefer for them to play?
For who? What?
For any subscriber who has.
I haven't played the second one. I really like the first one. It's really cool.
I would honestly go for the first one
I
because
like the Rancors. The Rancors are really good in it because it's
Yeah.
like
But honestly, I'm just gonna tell the subscribers, I would, if you wanted
Both of
to,
them.
I
Yeah,
would
both
get
of
the
them.
first one and then read the book, because there's a book about the Force Unleashed, and I would get the first Force
Okay.
Unleashed, so you kind of know what the story is, instead of just buying the second one and you're like, oh, I don't know the story, what happened, why is he here, why is he there?
Always buy. If it's a series like that, not so much with Battlefield or anything,
Buy,
but
like, buy
say-
the book, buy the book.
buy the first game of a series,
And then buy the book.
or else you're just gonna be sitting there playing it like, I don't know what's going on.
And just some advice, buy the book. It's a graphic novel, so it's not one of them just books that just has letters, no...
It's not a book. You have to sit there going, I wish this was over. I wish this was over.
Like, you actually see
Books
the
to games
action.
are really good.
Yeah.
Books to games are like
Like
they're
books to
done very
movie.
well. Well,
Books to
normally
movie.
the books are made before the movie.
Yeah, but then stuff happens, the movie's made, and like, the movie's
No,
nothing
okay.
like the book.
I know, that's so annoying when they make movies like that, and it's like there was the series, and once again, this is going off topic, but hey, whatever.
That's what we do.
And yeah, you'll find a lot of that on this channel, which I don't think is a bad thing. But there was this series. It was Guardians of the Gahul. Comment, subscribe, like if you know that series. There were 15 books.
Yeah.
There were like over 15 books. They crammed it all into like an hour and a half movie.
2 hours.
I was like, boy.
How does this exist?
They didn't really have anything. It was like the first, I want to say 4 books that they crammed into one movie, and there were like still like 13 others or so. I can't do math, I'm sorry. Like 11 others? Yeah, 11 others. And I'm just like, they should have made like at least 5 movies. Like Harry Potter
has 5 books.
Harry
and they have 5 movies.
Harry Potter has 7 books and 8 movies, and it's like they could at least make 5 movies for 15 bucks.
True.
It wouldn't hurt anyone, but
it would hurt the producer.
The producer would be like,
there'd be too much stress on him because he has 5 movies to make.
And it would take because it takes a lot of money to make animation more than acting, I think.
Yeah, it does, because then you have to do computer work, you have to
get programmers. Like, it takes, like, over 300 people to make a movie. To make one movie.
Yeah.
It is.
For animation, it takes... For a real movie, it takes almost, like, 2 years to make, right? For animation, it takes 3 to 4 years.
And then video games. It's like, I was reading the thing about Battlefront. Back to Battlefront. It's taken years to make.
Well, because the last one came out in 2002. No, 2004.
So they've been at this. They wanted to perfect it, and I think they did. From what I've seen, it is an amazing game.
Well, because look, if you want to make...
It bounces back and forth a lot from vehicle to foot, and...
But if you really want a beautiful video game, work as hard as you want on it. Because look, like they can make a video game in 2 years, and it has glitches, it has everything, and then you can make a video game for almost 6-7 years. You
can make a video game in a week. It will suck. Like, it will be the worst thing you've ever... There are people who can program in like a week, and they make great video games. I'm sorry, but most people...
If you're not a good programmer, then...
Or like any good programmer, it's still... They can't jam it all, because they have to do voice. They have to... Especially if it's a video game. It's like... They can't take a week. Because they have to do all the programming and stuff, and it would just be total mess it up. And it's like, spend as long as you need on a game, and it's just, my opinion is, start on a game, say, okay, we're starting this game, we don't know when it's going to be out, don't set yourself a deadline, because then you're stressed out, and you're like, okay, we have to finish this, and then you rush, and then there are glitches.
And then if you're...
Just be like, okay, I'd say we need another 3 months. Okay, say it's like Okay, we'll be finished in like December.
Yeah, like if you're like a huge video game creator and you wanna make a nice video game, don't set a deadline and ship it to stores.
Like, I mean,
like then you like make the store's expectations go higher.
Yeah, I a lot of games do that, like set deadlines, but not till like they're. Yeah, it's like, I don't think a lot of games do make deadlines. Because it's just, they kind of come out when they do, and they just come, okay, this is when it's coming out.
Like, look, Battlefront, they said it was supposed to be out in 2013, and it took them another 3 years. Wait.
And look at it.
It's more beautiful.
It's great. Like, imagine if it came out 3 years ago. That wouldn't be as good.
You guys wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't say wouldn't like it, it's just, it wouldn't be as good.
And graphics on it, it's beautiful for Battlefront.
The graphics are
It's like, it's realistic, just like Battlefield 4 in Hardline. You shoot a wall, it goes down. You shoot a tree, it goes down.
Battlefield 4 graphics kind of were weird. Because there are still patches they haven't fixed on Battlefield 4, like the whole... At the beginning of the match, there's no sound. You glitch into the floor every once in a while. Those are glitches. If Dice, if you're watching, please fix those glitches. They're annoying. Fix the sound and the whole you glitch into the floor. It's really annoying.
Yep.
And it's not just your console. Like, it happens to everyone.
Yeah, it's never the console.
No, it's...
Unless your console's really...
Unless you literally have a console that's strapped together with twist ties and duct tape.
And it has peanut butter all over it and water.
And you're like flying around the map like at like Mach 7, then, and only then, might it be your console.
Yes. Unless your console catches on fire.
Then your console's on fire. Then it might be your console.
Yes. And if your console blows up, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can have Lewis's console. You can have Owen's console. It's okay, Owen. Just give it away.
You can't have my console.
Just give it away. It's okay.
You can't have my
It's
console.
okay. You have a PC. Just give it away.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
I'm not giving away my stuff. Don't believe that for a minute. I'm not giving anything away.
It's okay. It's okay, Owen.
You can have this lovely cup.
No, it's my cup.
Exactly. How's
my
it feel?
cup. That's my Coca-Cola cup. That's my beautiful Coca-Cola.
This looks like the pencil that Spooner snapped. Where?
Yeah, it was all your fault. Okay, I'm gonna tell the. I'm
we
telling
were
the
in
story. It's my
class,
story.
and I went to work with him, right? On this
And
one
he
thing.
left his pencil in Spooner's desk.
And I put my pencil in.
Oh, and we should kind of say who Spooner
and
is. Spooner is our
Detective Spooner. From,
is our-
No, not Will Smith. You're all hoping that we're friends with Will Smith.
He's our friend from class, and he's our scriptwriter. But
Except-
we were gonna introduce Spooner today.
He had to do something.
He had to do something, so we didn't get our script. So we're just talking on the top of our head.
Trust me, this would be a lot better if
Yeah. So
Spooner-
Spooner is a good friend.
Well, it's not Spooner's fault. Like something came up.
It's his fault.
But anyway, I left this in Spooner's desk. Spooner finds it, and he snaps it.
No, I'm gonna show you what Spooner did. Spooner decided to go like this to Lewis, and Lewis wasn't looking. So Spooner directly looked at the beautiful pencil. He was like, ah! And broke
And
it
he
in
snapped
half.
it, and then he takes his glue stick, and he you know those cheap glue sticks from the dollar store? He takes one of those, and he's like, okay, I'll just glue it back. He glues it back together. The lead's falling out, so it's like this pencil. It's like half glued back together, just like I have tape around it, and it's like.
And Detective Spooner decides to go all crazy.
And Spooner's just like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I'm like.
And then my friend here, Owen, decided to go to the washroom for half an hour and cry.
Yep. We'll also have other.
He was very lonely that night.
We'll also have other special guests on. Special guests, as in our friends.
Yes, who know a lot about video games more than me and me as Melon and Owen Hardy here.
But yeah, because I think this more turned into an introducing video.
Yeah, but it ain't no introducing video.
Like kind of like what the channel's gonna be about.
Yeah.
To expect. Because I think we talked about Star Wars and we kind of milked it a bit too much. So I think it's good if it kind of transitions.
Yeah.
Like if you
if you cry every time.
If you
cry every time. And if you dislike, Owen will find you.
Anyway, but more things to expect on this channel. Let's go into that topic.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be doing this every Friday that we can. Don't try.
If you don't see it on a Friday,
if you don't see
we were
it,
busy and we did it on a Saturday.
We have busy.
And then we'll post it on a Monday or next Friday.
Yeah, we'll try. How about this? I know it's called the Friday Night Freak Show, so we'll try and get one out every Friday, every week,
or every other Friday,
or whatever. It will always be out on a Friday, whether it be a 2-week difference or a 1-week difference. It will.
Like
you should always.
I'm just gonna lay an example here. So like, say we
You're right there, Jordan.
Shut up. It's Michael Jordan. He's my man. So say me as Melon, say I'm not here a week. Then I go on vacation. We can't post it. Then next time I come back to our city, we'll make 2 videos for you guys, and we'll post it. We'll post one on Monday and one on Friday for the make
like a makeup video. And there will be other things like if we ever go on vacation or something.
Yeah,
like
I'll get Detective Spooner to come join us.
Or if we ever go somewhere, we'll try and vlog it. Like I said in our first video that's out, and go check it out if you haven't. It's me in my room spinning around talking. It's actually kind of informative. And we'll try and vlog stuff that we do outside of the videos, and we'll have bloopers if we do have any bloopers.
Yeah.
Which there
so
might not be.
I just want to lay something out. So I'm gonna be gone 4 weeks from now, because it's my parents' anniversary and we're going to my dad's not aunts.
You don't have to give them details. Just say you're going away.
We're going his sister's house. So if you guys subscribe and like, I will vlog it. I will vlog my ride there.
If he's allowed.
It's a 2-hour drive, so you could. I'll just do like a 30-minute vlog.
Yeah.
And like we'll drive there and
like and subscribe and comment if you want to see vlogs on this channel. Because this
So,
channel can be whatever.
I will.
It to be. Just not gameplay.
Why am I still holding this pencil? So I will vlog it and then I'll vlog opening gifts and I'll show you what I got. Oh, show up!
Well, wow, you're expecting gifts. You go to your aunt's house and it's like, I want gifts.
We're doing Christmas there too.
Oh,
so it's on the
okay.
27th because it's their anniversary. So we're gonna do Christmas there too. I have 4 Christmases.
I was like, wow, dude, you go to your aunt's house and you immediately expect presents. It's like so stereotypical.
So basically, we have 4 Christmases. Since I'm Portuguese, we kind of have.
Portugal.
Boy. We kind of have like a Christmas Eve-ish thing when we open all our gifts from our aunts and uncles and grandmas, aka Baboos. If you're Portuguese, post the Portugal flag up there.
If you are Portuguese,
like and subscribe.
Comment, and subscribe. You're gonna hear that a lot.
Say Viva la Portugal.
I'm not Portuguese.
It's okay. I understand. You're English. It's okay.
I just work here.
I just work here. We're corporate. If you copyright, we'll sue you.
Please don't copy our videos.
Yeah, please.
Don't
We
cover.
beg you. So, what I was saying is, if you liked me to vlog, and if Owen Hardy here goes and vlogs something, like and subscribe, and comment.
Like, if I'm up at the middle of the night and I'm like, hey, I should grab my camera, I'm gonna go make a hot chocolate and watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay? Hi guys, I'm making a hot chocolate. If you want to see that, comment and like.
I remember watching this video from this one guy, and he decided to wake up in the morning, vlog of him making breakfast, brushing his teeth, and then he was just giving an update of his video.
Tons of people watch them.
Yeah, I watched. I find it pretty cool.
It's just.
If you like to see me cook my beautiful dish, I will show you.
We should do a cooking contest.
Bring it on! I'll make my famous pizza that I totally didn't get from Walmart.
That pizza was good.
Even though I got it from
It's like we're
Walmart.
eating the pizza before the show, and I'm just like, it's like
Do some stretches here. Yep.
Yeah, we were like, oh
He
yeah,
was stretching.
we need to stretch, man.
He
Like,
was
we're sitting on a
stretching.
couch, and they're like, I don't know.
He was stretching, and I was drinking my juice. And I took a bite of my pizza. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna stretch
I was
now.
like, oh yeah.
Yep, just a workout party here. 1, 2. And I'm looking at him.
Jumping jacks, push-ups.
And I look at him, I'm like,
80-pound weights. I was just like, oh yeah, curling them. No.
Don't lie. Just.
But
Don't
anyway,
lie.
I was eating the pizza, right? And I'm like, oh, this is good. Did you cook it? And he's like, no, I got it from Walmart. He was just like, he was doing
How
research.
very positive.
He was doing research, and I was like, this is good, but did you make it? And he's like, no, I got it from Walmart.
That one time I wanted to lie, but I didn't. That one time I wanted to lie, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That one time.
That one time. You had one job!
I had one job. I'm sorry.
But tell us what you want us to see.
If you want us to be more funny, be more funny. We'll be more funny.
I think I'm being funny because I keep messing up my words. But tell us what you want to see on this channel. Just, we're not posting gameplay on this channel. That's the only thing we won't post.
If you want me to make a channel, I'll make a channel and
like-
I'll start posting gameplay for you guys.
If you want vlogs, like random vlogs, and other random stuff, like, I don't know, some kind of tutorial or something. Like how to make a fire.
How to make a fire.
You pour gasoline in the bucket
No,
and
no,
you
no,
throw a
no, no,
match in
no,
and it
no.
goes boom. That's how I'm.
How to make a fire with melon mouth and
Oh.
Owen Hardy. Well, you see, what you
Come
gotta
on,
do
60.
is you gotta slightly throw
You got a piece of wood and you
wood, and you put gasoline on it, and then if
and then you throw the match on. It's like boom. It's
but
like,
the only thing is the melons are fire.
the melons.
I can burn and die.
Yeah, he can melt.
My people will burn and die.
Can melons melt? Do melons melt?
They're out of. If you throw it.
What happens when you light a melon on fire?
It burns.
I really want to know now.
It burns.
That's what I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna like take a tablet and be like, what happens when you burn a melon?
All right.
Tell us
so
if you know.
When's a good time?
To end? I think right around now.
All right. So
First of all,
What?
I'm covering his face. First of all, If you're still here and you've watched the whole thing, thank you very much. We
You guys are
appreciate
awesome.
all of you who watch the videos, yeah, because there's only 2. And remember to like, please comment, please send us feedback, what you want to see, like comment whatever you want to comment. Just please don't be negative.
I just
and
realized
don't
something.
fight in the chat. Don't be like rude. Don't swear. Don't be
Just,
rude in the
guys,
chat.
let's
This
be
is
a
a
good
kid-friendly
community.
channel. So like, send us your feedback, and most of all, subscribe, because you know that red button down there, you've been aching to press it. So like, comment, and most of all, subscribe.
I know what I want to say right now. I
This-
just realized something. The Portuguese flag is the color of a melon. It's
Anyway.
blue and red.
This is Owen Hardy and Melon Mouth
Viva la
signing out.
Portugal.
Whatever he said. Bye guys.